No, Alandrea love all body types. Let me just throw that out there. I'm not encouraging nobody to look a certain way. One thing about me, and y'all can back me on this, I always encourage people to be the best versions of themselves. Never did I ever say like, this is what you need to do to achieve this, to look like this. Never, no. We're gonna be the best versions of our own selves, not.
So, this beautiful black lady, her name is Alandrea. She became famous from being on the reality TV show called Love Island. It was a complete hit. I think one of the things that makes Alandrea so polarizing is that her figure is insane. It literally looks like AI. It looks incredibly fake, but it's not fake. It's real. It's natural. She's been polarizing everyone, okay, with her beauty. She's a black girl from the South, okay? I've never really been in the South like that, but I heard that the women out there are thick. And so it's very hard maintaining a slim figure in the black community because being thick is heavily pedestalized. So Alandrea made a TikTok. It was a very playful TikTok. And she made fun of the fact that she's so skinny that she could fit a pair of sunglasses around her waist. And they were shocked. And of course, all the girls started following and copying her and seeing if they could put glasses around their waist too. Some people were successful. Some people's glasses broke. By the way, I tried that trend. I was successful. Okay. Period. I was very happy. But this definitely caused a lot of controversy and the big girls were not having it. Okay? They, just like how they eat all the food, they want all the spotlight. It's always body positivity until a skinny girl is positive about their body. No, you can't hog up all the spotlight of being positive about your body, okay? Skinny girls need it too. But no. These chicks got Alondria's video removed off of TikTok. And now when you type in Alondria sunglasses trend on TikTok, it's banned. And a hotline pops up for eating problems, if you know what I mean. So let's clock some tea today, because I'm sick of y'all. First of all, excuse me. So you guys get to stuff your face promoting obesity, promoting deletions, promoting unhealthy eating habits. Y'all get to stuff your face all day on TikTok and do mukbangs and gain weight and become obese, which is extremely unhealthy. It is actually one of the most common deleters in America. Okay. So that's okay, but a skinny girl kind of just poking fun at how small her waist is naturally isn't okay? Excuse me, I thought body positivity was supposed to be being inclusive of all body sizes, not just big ones. Body positivity can only be celebrated until a skinny woman is celebrating being positive about her body. Now it's a problem. It's always body positivity until a skinny girl is positive about her body. This video is going to be dedicated to annoying millennials, okay, who are triggered every 5 seconds because they had eating problems back in the day, and white women, because those seems to be the two groups to be triggered by these things the most. Okay? Listen up. Your eating problems is your triggers. That's your problem. Everybody does not have to walk on eggshells because you're extreme with food. Every skinny person that you see that can fit sunglasses around their waist is not skinny due to an eating problem. Stop projecting your problems onto other people. Let me give you a little lesson about the Black community. Okay? Most people in the Black community are overweight. I believe that this is because being thicker in the Black community, especially when you are from the South, like Alondria, it's even worse. But being thicker in the Black community is heavily pedestalized. Okay? So it's not the early 2000s anymore. Okay? And again, in the white community, it's a polar opposite experience. Being skinny is pedestalized. So when you see a black girl come out and she's poking fun and trying to make light at the fact that she's super skinny, that she can put sunglasses around her waist, that is not the same thing as promoting eating problems. Let me give you a little history lesson on skinny women in the black community. Again, most black women are overweight. We are the most overweight group in America. So when you are skinny in the black community, you often get ostracized. You get teased a lot. People make comments 24/7 about your body. You get told, oh, you need to eat a cheeseburger. You can't ever just exist around family cookouts because here comes all the aunties making comments about your body and trying to force you to eat more food. It is a brutal, rough experience being Alandrea's size naturally her whole life in the black community because she has been skinny her whole entire life. Some people are just naturally skinny, okay? And they deserve to be celebrated too. Any black girl that grew up skinny in the black community can absolutely 100% attest to what I am saying. Their bodies do not get pedestalized. They constantly get reminded that they need to get thicker and that they need to gain weight. And it's to the point where a lot of skinny black girls in the black community are extremely insecure about being skinny. Okay? So while white women are insecure about being a little bit thick, having a little bit of bum, it's the opposite experience in the black community. So therefore, I personally do not like when black girls come out and say, I love being slim, and now it's controversial. Mind your business. I feel like there's no empathy being had. People are not considering that being slim is not pedestalized in the black community. So these girls are taking their power back from all of the comments that they had about their body, all of the bullying, all of the teasing. When you see adult black women embracing being skinny, that is them taking their power back. Okay? So that's first and foremost. So that's a message to, white women, because they're the ones that start all of this conversation. Oh my God, it's promoting eating problems. Yeah, that's in your community, not ours. And then millennials, y'all are mad annoying. Y'all are irritating. Everything a skinny person does, it triggers you. We know y'all came up very brutally in the early 2000s and in the 90s. Well, honey, it's 2025 today. Okay, let it go. Go to therapy. Y'all are constantly triggered and it's always everybody else's problem. Again, there are some people, specifically black girls, that are naturally skinny. They've tried their whole life, right? They've been ridiculed their whole life to gain weight and they've tried out of insecurity and they just couldn't do it. They couldn't be gritty. And so, they go through this radical acceptance like, you know what? I'm skinny and I'm going to embrace it. Let them be. Let other people be. I feel like a lot of people, specifically millennials, are always projecting their eating problems onto people just naturally existing and living their life. Every slim person does not have eating problems. Some slim people are slim due to the fact that they just forget to eat. That's like one of the most common things. My subscriber just told me the same thing yesterday. I'm pretty sure Alandrea is the same way. I can tell because she seems to be losing weight. And I know, she has a lot going on, a lot of ads and sponsorships. That can be very stressful. So a lot of naturally skinny people, it's like when they are stressed or under pressure, they literally forget to eat. And it's not even intentionally. It's just a natural thing. They're just not greedy people naturally. And they deserve to have a space to be celebrated too. So it's always body positivity until a naturally skinny person celebrates their body. And that's not fair. And that leads me into my next point. Dear bigger people, y'all need to quit because the way you guys are all on TikTok every 5 seconds doing these gluttonous, disgusting mukbangs with all this food in front of you, excuse me? And what the heck is that promoting? Do you think that that's promoting a healthy eating pattern? Do you think that that's promoting a healthy lifestyle? I know you're not talking. I know you're not talking. Because I seen some bigger women try to say that this was controversial. You are controversial. One of the things that's taking Americans out the most is being obese. Okay? When you go to health class, that is one of the things that you will learn is obesity is the leader in America. More people are obese than super underweight. We have to focus on that first. And y'all are on TikTok every 5 seconds. Y'all get to be positive about your body, do these gluttonous, abnormal mukbangs. That's promoting diabetes. It's promoting all types of health issues. So fix that first before you try to check slim women who are just proud of naturally being slim and just teasing yourself. Fix that first. Your house is on fire. Secondly, this is what I remember when I did my video and I was talking about how obese people have bad personalities. You remember that video? This is what I'm talking about. Y'all are going to laugh at what I'm about to say, but what I'm about to say is very deep and very real. I truly believe that it's very hard for a lot of obese people to have empathy for others. Why? Because they live their life full of greed. They're greedy people. If you watch My 600-Pound Life, the way I get offended watching that show, excuse me, so you're gonna sit up here and eat 3 boxes of pizza to yourself and not share with anyone else? And 3 boxes is me being generous. Okay, that's a generous number. They would eat so much food all to theirself. And so they're selfish people. They can't give any empathy because they ate it all. They ate all the empathy, just like how they ate all the food. And so obese people, I noticed this about unattractive people and obese people. They never have empathy for the opposite side because they've never been on the opposite spectrum. They don't know that being skinny and looking good has its problems too, in the same way that being big has its problems. Big people come to my channel all the time and they even do this with me. If anything bad happens in my life, oh, that's not supposed to happen because you're beautiful and you're no. Bad things happen to all humans, big or small, and big people just can't seem to get this through their head. So the same way you got teased in school for being big, skinny, good-looking people, oh my gosh, it's a different ball game of what they have to experience. Looking back in school, the girls that got hated on the most were the prettiest with the nicest body. Those girls couldn't catch a break. The baddest chicks in school with the nicest body had the most haters. Every 5 seconds, it was chicks coming after them. Okay? If you think being big is hard because you're invisible, you have to deal with a couple of jokes as a kid, try dealing with jealousy. Jealousy can get you deleted. Jealousy is nothing to be played with. It is a scary, scary emotion, and that's what a lot of slim, pretty people have to deal with. So I just in general, they're talking about pretty punishment and stuff like that. It's always unattractive or big people trying to silence them when no, those people deserve a space to talk about all of the jealousy, hatred, and vitriol that they've been through too, just as much as how you deserve a space. But when you've been big your whole life, again, you're so greedy, you can't give any empathy for other people, and you can't realize that other people who are slim and it may seem like they get pedestalized, well, guess what? They go through problems too. Big people are invisible. One of the perks to being invisible is that ain't nobody checking for you for real. Nobody's jealous of you. When you look good like Alandrea, this is why Alandrea gets hated. You ever notice she gets hated on every 5 seconds? I've done my videos about, them pedestalizing the interracial thing, but I've always gave my credit where it's due. I've always said she's a very beautiful woman. Alandrea gets hated on every 5 seconds because she's polarizing. When you look good, everybody's attention is on you, and you don't know what type of insecurities you can be triggering in someone. It's brutal. It's rough. So big, unattractive people just assume that slim people just live perfect lives and they have perfect self-esteem. No, they don't, because they trigger jealousy in everybody and everybody is constantly trying to break them down. Hence the phone call that got released with Huda, and she was laughing because someone called Alandrea, an inappropriate name. This is what I'm talking about. What was that even for? What Alandrea doesn't really do much to people. She doesn't do bad to people. And this is what I mean. It's not just big people that go through things, it's slim, attractive people too. And I'm tired of people trying to silence them because you're slim, you're pretty, you shouldn't have problems, and you should just be quiet. No, I would like to actually argue you have more problems when you look good. And I can actually attest to this because I went through a glow up. As soon as I went through my glow up, more pretty, more problems. So just like how obese people are greedy, they eat up all the food. Do you see how it overlaps in their personality? A lot of them can't even fathom that a slim person can go through trials and tribulations too, because they can't think outside of their self. They order 5 boxes of pizza on my 600-pound life and they eat it all to their self. They are selfish people. This is not even a joke. I'm being so serious. What is unhealthy about looking like Alandrea? Please tell me. She looks extremely healthy. And I know overweight people are not talking about this is promoting unhealthiness. Ma'am, your house is on fire. It's giving body checking. Shut up, millennials. Go to therapy. No, it's giving someone is admiring the way that they look in the camera. Everyone is entitled to do that. Everyone is entitled to set their camera up and go, dang, I look good today. Y'all all get on my last nerves. All right, you guys, I'm done with this video. To close it off, I just want to say, when I first seen the video of Alandrea putting the glasses around her waist, all it did was motivate me to stay in shape. I'm not looking forward to looking like Eugenia, whatever that girl's name. I don't want to look like that. Like, I just want to be in shape. Alandrea is in shape. You guys have a distorted view of what being healthy actually looks like because statistically, everybody in America is huge. So I don't think it's harmful. You guys are not gonna be underweight anytime soon. Okay, no time soon. With Crumble Cookie and all these things around, you're not. If anything, that video should motivate you, if you're obese, to lose a few extra pounds and call it a day. Stop being so extreme. We are not, I know millennials have PTSD from the early 2000s. Okay, we get it. Everything that skinny people does, it reminds you of that. You're very annoying. But the reality is, I don't think society will ever go back to that body standard as a collective. Like, as a collective back then, especially in the 90s, the average person was skinny. The average person is not skinny today. Over the course of over 25 years, society has progressed with being more inclusive so much. I don't think we'll ever go back to a time where there can be only one body standard and that's it. Like, nowadays, we got girls that are 350 pounds on the Victoria's Secret runway show. Okay? And back then, the Victoria's Secret show was the epitome of who was the most slim and, that type of stuff. Beauty standards. Okay? It's inclusive today. Relax. You're like 40, still triggered by everything. Okay? Everything is triggering for you. Society is inclusive today. There are big people. We have big mannequins. We never had that before. We have big mannequins, big people on ads, big people in runways. We are not, as a collective, going to progress to being the super underweight type of slim. You don't have to worry. We're not in that time anymore. It is 25 years later. Like, we're not there anymore. I don't believe that society as a collective, everyone is going to be walking around that thin as a collective anymore. You don't have to worry, okay? You need to go heal and relax. We are in the curvaceous era. I still think that like the IG baddie body is heavily pedestalized. You know, like being thick, bum, boot, you know, breast and all that stuff. That's what's on a pedestal currently, and it's been on a pedestal, and I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. Because in my opinion, at least on Instagram, I think it looks kind of good. Okay. So yeah, geez, it's not that serious. No, you guys are not going to become underweight as a collective anytime soon. If anything, that video should have motivated you to keep doing what you're doing, stay in the gym, keep going on walks. You know, it's all about your mindset. I think that, you know, even a psychologist had said, a lot of people's opinions is warped by their experiences. So that's why it's important to heal. All right, y'all, let me know what y'all think in the comments below. I do think that Alandrea is being targeted now. It's very obvious that this is all just jealousy. It's every 5 seconds. She didn't really do much on the show. Like, I know when I critiqued Alandrea on Love Island, I actually said her personality was pretty bland. So a bland personality definitely does not deserve all this hate. I think Alandrea definitely triggers kind of like that Tyla effect. She's going through the same thing that Tyla went through, where it's like any little thing that she does is just triggering for everybody.
Alandrea doing that sunglasses trend around her waist is not going to make me stop eating sweets. It's not going to make me stop having 100 grams of protein a day. It's not going to make me stop doing anything that I've been doing. And at the same time, I can appreciate her body for what it is. She's beautiful. I'm beautiful. And you don't need to look like her to be beautiful. And you don't need to look like me to be beautiful. I think a lot of you guys, you take your own insecurities and then you project it onto what you think someone's intentions are. Stay with me. The problem isn't the trend, it's the way you've digested the trend. I can see anybody on the internet doing something, but that does not make me want to do it too. That does not make me desire to be like them. Y'all have a comparison problem. You guys are adamant on this trend being toxic and how it needs to stop, but you guys are never adamant about that when it comes to mukbangs. You'll watch someone devour 14 pastries and not think anything of it. When you're truly confident about yourself and everything you do, and you're proud of who you are and what you look like, there's not a trend out there that can move you or make you think otherwise. If you have a problem with a lot of these trends that go on, it's an internal problem that you've then projected onto someone else.